today we are going to talk about the mixer and basically how to route things on Pro Tools. But specifically, we are going to talk about the mixer. So the shortcut for the mixer is Command =. There are two major windows. That is this mix window and this one, that is the edit window. So the two of them, as you can see, these two windows, very key and very important. Okay, so what is mixer? What exactly is the Pro Tools mixer? So the Pro Tools mixer, think of the mixer as the control center of your entire session, where every sound you hear, every instrument, every vocal, okay, passes through this guy. There's the routing that happens for this sound. So as you can see, you have faders, you have different signals going into your mixer. Okay, so every sound you're hearing is going through that mixer, and in the Pro Tools we call it mix window, the mix window. Okay, so each vertical channel represent either a track, an instrument, or an audio signal. We're going to go through the features of the channel strip. So from up here all the way down, this is what we call the channel strip. So we start with what we call the inserts. Okay, so the inserts is where you add effects like compression, equalization, and all that. So you can see there are these slots, and you can change the slots, the number of slots that you can see. But for now, in default, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning when you click on it, you will see different effects. Okay, when you click on it, you see different effects as they installed in your DAW. Okay, then this is the insert. We've said the inserts is where you add effects. Then next we have what we call the sends, and the sends is where you send the signal to effects like reverb, okay, and delay. Okay, so the sends is where you send your signal to effects like reverb and delay. Then you have the I/O, is small written over here. The I/O meaning input and output, okay, where the signal is coming from and where the signal is going. So the in out, so the output where the sound goes next. The in is where the sound is coming from. For example, over here you can set, and you will see them appear automatically from your mixer. If it's interface, you have audio input 1, mic 2, like mine you can see over there. But for now I'm using virtual because of my streaming. Then output, again you can map the output to what or where you need. So that is the I/O, the input and the output. The next thing you have over here is the automation. So automation basically is anything that you write on your track that will automatically occur as the music is playing. For example, you can decide to the fader to move up and down automatically as the music is playing. So let's say when the song starts, you want it to start at 5 dB, but as it develops, you want it to move to 6 dB, 7 dB. So you do the automation of this fader, whereby at some point it will move up and down automatically. So that is an example of what automation is. From the word auto, you want the mix or the faders or the EQ or whatever effect you're handling to occur automatically as the music is playing. Then you have down here, so here is where you can set the automation features, or you set it at off or read when you've already done some automation. Next you have grouping, meaning you can group certain tracks, you group them together. let's say drums, group them into a fader, whereby when you move one fader, everything works. Okay, so today we're just learning basics and all that. We'll get into those details of how to group and all that. Next, you have what we call the input monitoring. As you can see, the cursor is even giving me a heads up. Input monitoring. So you can enable this or disable. If I enable it, you can hear I can literally monitor myself, but I don't want that. Over here, we've learned about this. This is track enable. You click on it, it enables your track ready for recording. Okay, so if I want to record my voice into the Pro Tools, then I can do that. But now it's doubling because I have my channel and also on the Pro Tools, and you don't want that for now. Next thing, you have the solo and mute, meaning solo is to isolate the track that you want. For example, you can see I've soloed some few tracks. If I do that, I can mute the metronome. Something like that. So these two guys enables you. Yeah, so this solo enables you to isolate certain tracks according to the way you want to listen or monitor them. The next over here we have the fader. Okay, this is enables you to control the volume, that is the output volume. Okay, can reduce. So let's say, for example, I'm balancing all these guys. I can decide this is my major instrument, then I bring everything. Just blend them the way you want. Just using the faders. This is not even drums. I think there's something that was renamed badly. This is renamed as drums. I can double click on it and change the name to, let's say this is guitar 2. Something like that. Oh, already exists. Say guitar 3 then. So that's how you rename the channel strip. You just double click, give it a name. You can even comment this is a hook guitar, enter, and then you can see the notes down there. Hook guitar, maybe I can decide comes, say hook guitar comes in verse 2. So that's how you use the channel strip. From top, we've said these are the inserts. You have the sends, the IO, the automation, the grouping, the fader, the record, and all that. And then there's one thing that I didn't show you. This is the panning. Okay, a pan knob controls the sound signal where you want to send it, either from left speaker and right speaker. Okay, so it controls where you want to place the sound. Is it the left speaker or is it the right speaker? So for example, in this is a stereo track. As you can see, the signal gives you 2 output channels. Okay, compared to this click track, whereby this click track is only one single track, meaning it's a mono channel. And then you can tell from just looking at things on the mixer, you can tell all channels are stereo or either channel is a mono. Another thing you can check is the pan knob. You can see the stereo ones are 2, left and right. The mono one is only 1. Okay, so if I want to make this mono, I'll have to merge the channel. As you can see, when I'm moving this pan knob, this 100% has a arrow over here. This arrow shows the arrow indicator. This indicator shows is pan 100% to the right, and this other one is panned 100% to the left. So if I merge the two channels like that, now the channel is mono. You can hear that. Okay. If I want to pan it to the right, I take the signal full to the, left, sorry, to the left. This is right. Okay. Okay. So it all depends with what you want to achieve at the end of the day. So if we understand how this one channel strip operates, then you're good to go, because everything else operates like that. Now it's just a duplicate. Sometimes when you're mixing, you will find more channel strips, like 100 track kind of a mix, 20 track, like this one is like, let's say 10. Okay, so at the end of the day, it depends with your mix.